Am I ready? Not a chance in hell, man. It has not processed at all. I've just seen this bit, but I'm not going to include the initial bit because I was just confused. That almost looks so much like Laurie. Is that just me? Like, as it was panning by, I was like, I thought it was a prequel.
Cold drinks?
Been running the freezers all day. Not the most practical use of the generators to my mind.
It's kind of amazing. Now, if you would just drop me a hint about tonight.
Tonight?
Mere words cannot adequately describe the festivities ahead.
What the heck? Dude, her friend is not impressed. I thought they would have left by now. I thought that was the plan. We have this guy with fish tanks full of walker heads, man. What on earth? Oh! Dude, imagine what Andrea's gonna think when she sees this. What's he gonna do? Cut her teeth out?
Daddy still loves you.
Gosh, this is like Herschel's logic, but the extremes of it. Whoa! What will he do to her, man? Goodness knows. It still doesn't explain why kill the people outside of the wall, unless he believes that bringing people in he can't trust comes as a threat to the things he cares about, unless that's what it is. Oh, here we go, man.
You got anything a baby can eat?
The good news is she looks healthy, but she needs formula, and soon as she won't survive.
So it's going to be a matter of going to get baby formula.
Not her.
Yeah, look at Rick, man.
You two get the fence. Too many
Oh gosh, what's he doing?
Rick!
Oh, is he going to go in there and clear the whole thing out himself?
Come on, we're gonna lose a light.
You know, talking about how Glenn is like Maggie's anchor and like the thing that she can grab onto when she feels lost. I think Rick's lost that, you know. I think he's completely and utterly lost it. I mean, then comes the guilt, blaming himself.
No, the baby section's been cleared.
Yeah, we saw signs for a shopping center just north of here.
Yeah, but there's too much debris on the road. A car will never get through there.
Oh, that's the
Take
thing.
one of you.
I want to go. For Laurie, I have to.
Is this where we like somehow make ourselves known to this new village? I do not doubt the extent this show will go to break our hearts. As we saw with Shane, rage can be effective, but it is not a long-term solution, man.
We've built a place we can call home. Maybe held together with duct tape and string, but it works.
For now.
We raise a glass to us.
Andrea is falling into a trap, man. And all these other people as well. I'm convinced that they're clueless, which is mad. Imagine she just leaves without, Andrea. Imagine that becomes like a, we leave or we stay. Penny. What are all those bloody lines? Those people he's had to kill, man. Imagine that. That's the list of people he's had to kill to keep his precious situation. But still, why a bowl of walker heads? So weird.
I love the party as much as the next fella. Trust me, I love
Merle's
the party,
involved.
but we're using a lot of resources.
Yeah.
Well, how about
you enjoy yourself tonight and begin the experiment over in the morning, huh?
Yeah, that could work.
So these are entrapped walkers. I quite like her character just because of how skilled she is. Oh! Jesus Christ, that's a Michael Myers curb stomp right there.
Poking around other people's things.
You notice how they're interrogating her and taking her stuff now? She's not free, man. They say, oh, this is, you know...
You got nothing to hide here.
People with nothing to hide don't usually feel the need to say so.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. We all have our secrets, huh?
Like Penny.
So Penny is...
Know about Penny?
Is that his girl?
Then you know I loved her.
Bet you say that about all the girls.
Either Penny's his daughter or those... That's a list of people that he is sacrificing to feed his daughter. That's the thing, because he reeks a character to me who's made horrific decisions he didn't and wouldn't have made pre-apocalypse. He's not that guy, right? But he's made the decision that has broken his moral compass. Something, I can just sense it in him.
How about this? I keep a lid on your little outburst. You join the research team. You obviously have skills, not...
I'm not convinced that he would ever have let them leave. Imagine what one would do if the only thing that he still cares about is at risk.
Merle will take care of you, and then...
Oh! Wonder how she got that skill, man. She just disarmed him and threatened him like that. Hey, but you don't take a hit at the big dog without killing him, expecting no retaliation. That's the thing. He's plotting, man. Look at that little brain. Well, we're gonna need a bloody burial site, guys.
Need help?
Oh, is he mad at them? It's not their fault, man.
Sorry you lost him.
See, I like that guy. They're growing on me a little bit.
I need 2 more.
It's just the guy on the left. Like, they keep saying about he's unstable. We've got to be cautious.
Part of me wishes that we killed all the prisoners on site.
This is what I was talking about, guys. At some point, I was like, not killing them and making the decision to spare them and making the decision to let one go outside and making the decision to not act immediately may be seen by some as a problem. Like, what I mean by that is they'll look at it and go, we didn't make that decision then, this happened, next time, let's make a different decision. The strongest person morally is going to be Herschel because he's been through so much more in life and he's been tested.
Could have been Maggie.
Could have been all of us.
I need your help. It's Michonne.
What about her?
She broke and stole her weapon.
Okay, they just said her name.
It's Michonne.
Shown?
She broke and stole her weapon.
She can't steal something that's hers.
Then she went into a private place and slaughtered half a dozen captive fighters.
Yeah, exactly. Why have you got captive?
Why would you have captive fighters?
There's a good reason I don't want to go into it right now.
Okay.
Point is, I tried to talk to her about it and she pulled her sword on me. Can't imagine that surprises you. Some people wanted to leave and I don't want that. It's ugly out there and it's getting worse every day, but she put my back against a wall here.
I can understand why Andrea wants to stay because it's like seems like a better place, fortified, it looks calm. But I think she's almost completely neglecting her friends' feelings and thoughts on this.
We gotta talk. We gotta go.
Go now. But Andrew's gonna say no.
The governor told me what happened.
The northeast wall is guarded by some girl. We can escape there after dark.
We are not prisoners here.
No one who comes here leaves.
There's food, there's shelter, there's people, for God's sake.
That's what they show you, but you can't leave unless they make you.
You are not making any sense.
I thought this was temporary.
And I think we need this.
This place
Just listen.
is not what they say it is.
But of course, no one's gonna believe her. She's gonna stay. It's probably gonna get her killed. Oh, look at them. The number of walkers he slaughtered out of rage.
Everybody's worried about you.
Holy shoot. Rick is just dissociated.
Rick.
Hell, Rick, let him go. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Whoa! Look what we got here! Oh yeah!
The Merle just enjoys this. That's the crazy thing.
Holy shit! Yeah, he's a mean one, huh? Look at him!
Merle, you're gonna die the dumbest death, man. Well, they found a swing set, so we can hope that there's young children / babies here. Well, not now. Bottles and all sorts. Imagine there's just occasionally just some little kid that somehow survived. Oh.
Hello, dinner.
I don't know. Dinner? Ooh. Aha! Baby formula.
Hey, girls! Where y'all off to in such a hurry?
Oh, here we go. This is them trying to leave.
We're leaving.
It's almost curfew. I'd have to arrange an escort.
See?
The governor told us we were free to come and go whenever we liked.
Sweetheart, nothing personal here, but you're gonna have to step back.
Clear.
Now, if I was y'all, I'd find some shelter before nightfall.
Nah, this is all some big... Nah. They're gonna send someone to track them. There's something's gonna happen. This is...
They knew we were coming. This was all for show.
Do you hear yourself?
Oh, is this... Oh, I
How do you know
see.
that? And why would they?
Are they testing their bluff?
Ladies,
8 months on the road, moving place to place, scavenging, living in a meat locker. That was no life.
So she has officially been fooled by the grass is greener.
Don't give me an ultimatum. Not after everything.
Are you coming
Or are you not?
or not?
Wow.
You just slow me down anyway.
Wow.
Michonne!
What's her name? Michonne. Alright, okay. Best case scenario now that I can think of is that she ends up finding Rick.
Guys, they're back.
So we return.
Come on.
I'm glad that these guys are like genuinely helping. But imagine that becomes a moral dilemma. Imagine if one of his first thoughts is that they must be forced out or killed. I miss Laurie, man.
She got a name yet?
Not yet.
Sophia, wasn't it?
I was thinking maybe Sophia.
Where is Carol?
Carol too.
She's not dead.
Or Lori. I don't know.
Little ass kicker? You like that sweetheart?
Fuck. Where is she? Where's her body? And what's that? I'm confused. Sorry guys, I'm really confused. Or they're implying that this ate her, right? God's sakes. That's Laurie. No body to fucking bury either. Can this show just give me like 5 seconds of rest? Wow, so they're killing the walkers like sport. God's sakes. This is exactly how you know that they're obviously too comfortable in an apocalypse. Perfect place for Merle. Andrea, are you still sitting comfortably? Right, let's get started. How do all these people just sit here and enjoy this? These are people, man. Oh So what? So it's... Eh? And what happens if someone gets bitten? Just sick, man.
Hey, where are you going?
What the hell is this?
It's a way to blow off steam.
Blow off steam?
Bro, this reminds me of like The Purge. You know how they try to explain away their disgusting behaviours by being like, oh, this is just a way to release anger so that there's less violence in the long run. It's like, shut up, man.
It's staged. Yeah, we pull out the bodies too. You know, it's just off the show.
That's crazy. This is your reason for keeping walkers around?
People need entertainment.
You're teaching them that walkers aren't dangerous.
We're teaching
That's
them
the
not
thing.
to be afraid.
No, you can't not be afraid in a world that you need to be afraid. The minute this place has some kind of raid of walkers, all those people will die. Adapting to the apocalypse, not hiding from the apocalypse. So this is T-Dog, right? Are they claiming that's Andrea? Have I missed that whole thing? No, I haven't. I have not. I haven't missed it, have I? I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it. What? Phone? Let me just start with this whole Carol thing. I think I kept saying Andrea. Carol. We didn't see her die. I don't think she's dead. Like, I guess that maybe they think she's dead because her body's gone. Maybe they think she was eaten completely. I mean, we've just seen what happened to Laurie, so like maybe that's what they're worried about. Maybe that's why they've made a grave, because they're like, well, she must be dead. And the question is, did she leave? Did she just leave the grounds of the compound? But yeah, no, I don't think she's dead. We think she might be dead, but I feel like she's gonna, I don't know, somehow pop up. Bar that, guys. The other thing is the phone. Unless they're implying that Rick's almost like losing his mind a little bit. It's just a phone. Isn't that a boiler room? So weird. Unless it's legitimately someone ringing there. And who would they be ringing if it is? If someone is ringing that boiler phone, why? That could be Carol. She could be trapped somewhere with a phone where she could be ringing another part of the prison. Okay, there you go. That's my theory. We're in unprecedented territory, man. I don't know what to think about Rick. I don't know what to think what he's capable of. I don't know what to think about what he's thinking, who he's blaming, whether he's blaming anyone at all, whether he blames himself. I don't know anything, and I'm not even going to hypothesize it because I think this is a complete and utter wild card. Not too emotional of an episode. Obviously it had its moments, but I think, like, once again with this show, there's just so much immediately needing to happen. Like, you just lose track of things that have gone, and they just all sort of blur together at some point. Like, it's just some blurred trauma. Like, I don't think I had any time to think about Dale's death, Shane's death, Laurie's death, any of their deaths. It's almost like I'm just frozen. You watch. If I ever watch this again, well, I will. When I rewatch this, I will cry so much throughout because it will be like releasing the grief. If you guys have seen it multiple times, do you cry more the second time? I always find when I rewatch stuff, I'm way more emotional when certain scenes happen. The other thing that's gone on this episode is obviously just moving on from the deaths and burials and this baby, finding food for the baby, which is gonna be a continued struggle, man, for this kid. Like this. Now, like I said, having a child in an apocalypse, in the long run, it makes sense to prolong the human race, but pragmatically right now, this is not what we need to survive. But hey, we've been dealt this card, we must deal with it. So yeah, other than that, guys, this little side plot that we've got going on at the moment, this other place, this little settlement, it just seems to be weirdly run, man, and the reasons behind why they're running it the way they are as well is just bizarre. Let me talk about, once again, getting back to normality in a world where there's no normal. I believe that to an extent you should be able to dream of that, but I do not believe you can rush that process and be like, okay, we're going to live a normal life in a world that hasn't developed alongside that. You know, like, it's almost like they're just sheltering themselves from the outside, bubble wrapping themselves, blocking all the windows and being like, okay, we're back to normality, let's forget about what's going on outside, which, like Andrea was saying, brings a ton of issues. Like, these people aren't trained, these people aren't prepared if there is an attack. Not just walkers, people will have their eye on this place. Maybe a bigger group comes along. You know, this place may seem safe, but it will not stand everything. There needs to be contingencies in place. And I know they've got their little group of bandits, but that's not going to be enough. Especially with the issues they've got on the inside. They have walkers on the inside. They keep walkers inside the settlement. There is no way to contain this if we have breached our own walls. I mean, not to mention this weird Olympic walker sport that's going on. It's just stupid. Like, it's just plain stupidity. You've brought your guard down, and when the apocalypse come round, ready to give you a right cross, it bloody well will. It just blows my mind. But obviously, if you shelter yourself from the outside world long enough, that will happen. Normality inside of a bubble. And it's just waiting to pop. But yeah, I kind of get the vibe that Andrea's friend is going to go and find our own prison. I think she's going to stumble upon it. I've got this weird feeling. Then we're going to be alerted that Andrea's alive. Then the group's going to be like, okay, do we go and find her? Then it's going to be a matter of like, is it safe to do so? And I think at some point these two groups are going to come together and not a good way. I don't see it being a positive coming together, you know. From what we've seen, what they're willing to do, goodness knows, maybe what we're willing to do now after what we've been through. So it's just, I see dark days. And we've got mid-season finale with steamrolling towards us. Like I said, I'm having trouble processing this in general, let alone lately. It's been episode non-stop. So prepare yourselves. But yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to leave that there, guys. I don't think I have anything else to say. Once again, maybe just a quick note on how much this series, I am loving it. As much as I feel like I'm constantly frowning, upset, I've cried, I've been angry, I've had all these horrible emotions. There's been good ones too. And ultimately, when I look at it from a critical perspective that's taking myself outside of the seat of what we're experiencing, it's a fantastic show, man. There's no doubt about it. I'm just impressed. Like, the fact that I left it so long as well, and now that I'm finally watching it, it's this good. Like, it kind of blows my mind a little bit. Like, how have I missed this, you know? I'm gonna leave it there, guys. If you enjoyed, as ever, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram, Daniel Reed with 2 Ds. And let me know down below what you thought of the episode, the reaction, my thoughts, etc. In saying that, guys, it's gonna be a bit more difficult for me to reply to comments like I normally would, simply because I am watching ahead a little bit. But still, don't spoil, keep enjoying the show, and I'll catch you in the next one.